Hashem, Rawakakwadash, Double on Sale Apostles, Great Millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make your call and election sure. And also blessings to the very few sisters out there that are listening, learning, and believing. I'm that fellow Lewa Kanakla, coming at you once again with another lesson, most will through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai's lessons edifying and exhorting. And the title of this lesson will be Persecution Should Confirm Your Faith. You know, persecution should confirm your faith. All right, because that's one of the main bridges we have to cross on this road of truth is persecution. You know, being persecuted for the sake of the word. You know, even you go into that word, I think I had it, persecute, to oppress for the holding of an opinion or adherence to a particular creed, mode, or of worship. So to be oppressed, you know, you go into the time of the Greeks, where basically, as the scriptures say, they oppress a man in his heritage. I believe that's in Micah. When you go into the Maccabees, basically, was it first? Yep. Go into the book of the Maccabees. It was unlawful to call yourself a Jew under the time of the Greeks. You know, it was oppression. It was unlawful to circumcise. All right. So to oppress us from the worship. That's why I say in Daniel's, the daily sacrifice shall be taken away. Because the daily sacrifice, it was unlawful to sacrifice. And how do we sacrifice now? Pursuant to Romans 12, the 12th chapter, the first verse, it says, making our bodies a living sacrifice. So we sacrifice now by going on the highways and byways, making our bodies living sacrificing our time. All right. And there's going to come a time where that's, as you're going to be persecuted for that. You know, you're going to be oppressed. You're not going to be able to go out there and worship the Lord. All right. To put up that sacrifice, the daily sacrifice will be taken away, even going onto the internet. That sacrifice to put up will be taken away. Okay. So it says from Old French, persecutor, pursue, torment, open legal action. You know, Esau, through his laws, like during the time of Babylon, it was unlawful to worship any other god. It was unlawful not to bow down to the image that they set up. Okay? It says directly from Latin, persecute is past participle of persecute, to follow, pursue, hunt down, proceed against, persecute. All right? That they're going to pursue us, which ultimately is going to usher in the famine of the word, as we always speak about. Okay? So I believe the point was made on that. But I always like this video here from The Matrix. Matrix, very spiritual movie. The interrogation scene. I let probably like 2 minutes of it play. And I think that's all I want from it. Then I'll speak on it.
As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Anderson. It seems that you've been living two lives. In one life, you're Thomas A. Anderson, program writer for a respectable software company. You have a social security number, you pay your taxes, and you help your landlady carry out her garbage. The other life is lived in computers, where you go by the hacker alias Neo and are guilty of virtually every computer crime we have a law for. One of these lives has a future, and one of them does not. I'm going to be as forthcoming as I can be, Mr. Anderson. You're here because we need your help.
And then it goes.
We know that you've been contacted by a certain individual.
Back into the storyline, if you will. But this is a real scenario. All right, as he stated. And that's how we have our Hebrew names, and we have our government names. All right, that was given to us at birth, our slave names. All right, and they're watching us. They know the channels we be on, the videos we watch. They got their agents out, so on and so forth. And their technology they have, man, this AI, because that's what this agent is. He's just a computer generated AI. All right. You can see that they even said in the comment, where is this? Yeah, 6 years ago from Oscar Monty 3339. It says the acting is superb. You can notice that Smith is an AI, in artificial intelligence. His movements and speaking are trying to emulate a human, but something feels awkward. Okay. And I want to make that point to say, Google, all these different platforms, I mean, the brother Ash, the elder brother Ash in the camp, he was saying, like, the persecution coming, man, that AI is on point, and it is. And I could just notice from, because, regardless whether you're Android or Apple, this Google shit, when you Google search anything, right, you can Google search something as simple as a blue bottle cap. Something's going to pop up. You can simply Google search a simple lyric from a song. It's going to pop up. From the littlest thing, you can Google search a blade of grass. Something's going to pop up. So all this stuff is entered into this grid. All right. All this information, and this AI, this artificial intelligence, what it's doing is just it continues to collect so much data, and what it does is it learns your habits. That's why you see certain advertisements pop up. And just recently, they this AI is just, like the brother said, it's on point, and it just keeps getting faster and faster, and just keeps learning more and more about you. All right. Because I played at work, I had the tunes going. Of course, we're prophets, but we're not sitting listening to harp music, 24/7. We do listen to rap or hip hop or whatever the case may be. We are Jake. But just a playlist, I would type in one song, and then it'd give me a playlist and these are playlists I didn't put together. But it'd just take all the songs that it knows I listen to. And I mean, in the times I've skipped songs, meaning I don't like it, or I rewind songs a couple times to listen to it while I'm at the job because I like it. I like the beat on it. It gets me moving to get the job done. And the songs that I've replayed 2 or 3 times back to back, that was added to the playlist. And all the songs I skipped, they wasn't there. And I say that to say that each song was every song I liked. It was on point. And once again, this is not a playlist I made. It's a playlist that this system, this AI generated, because it's learning more and more about you. It's collecting all types of data about you, man. Okay, so I'll say that to say, look at all our subscriptions. All right, those are all blacklisted subscriptions. When you look at Vocab Malone, he's studying the One Westers, and he have Abba Vivens right there. Then have the elders under him in pictures, and he have it all in the grid. That's like agent FBI type formats right there. All right. You see it in the movies when they have this is the main guy, then they have like a family tree of guys underneath him, and then he's connected to him, and that's connected to him. All right. And this AI is just helping them just gather all that information even better, so to say. The facial recognition, they just collecting all this data about you, man. To the point, but I believe I left off at basically they collected so much data about you. All right, to the point where like he told him, like the agent told him, he say, and you help your landlady carry out her garbage. Okay, so they've been watching. They watch us. They know they got more information on us than we think, I believe. I have a how can I put a deep thought, man, that they personally, because I remember an incident happened at the camp years back when I first came. Stock you. Me and this brother I bought, he got locked up, and they took because basically some Edomites came up and basically wanted to fight us, so it got into a little brawl or whatever the case may be, and the brother ended up getting locked up. I ended up, the Lord didn't have me get locked up, so I was left there with the signs or whatever the case may be. But they took our photo IDs, and they wanted to see what happened on the incident. They wanted the card, the memory card off the camera that basically recorded the whole incident. Now note, they got our ID, they got the memory card of the whole incident, and the brother never had to appear back in court. They never contacted us about anything. So I believe they took that and put it on file with my name, face, and everything. All right. I truly believe that I'm literally in the system as they call us Black Hebrew Israelites. I truly believe that, man. From my name to everything, my photo, and I truly believe my name, myself, I have a file. When they persecute and demonize us and blame some kind of false event on us, I truly believe that they're going to come for me. I truly believe that. Okay? They used to come, the police, people call the police on us. They'll come to the camp. And it's like, oh, these are those guys. Oh, you guys are out here all the time. They ride by the camp and just wave at us. Because, they already been given orders from up top. Hey, this is the FBI business. This is above the police department. We gotta, this is federal. We got eyes on them. We watching them. Just leave them alone. Let them do their thing out there. They know all this stuff, man. But anyways, all these things should confirm your faith when these things take place. Let me get into some precepts now. Salakia, being long with it. St. John 16:1 says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. And when we read in NLT, it says, I have told you these things so that you won't abandon your faith. Okay? So you won't abandon, you won't, like it said in KJV, get offended. You won't stop believing the Lord because the persecution that comes, for the tribulation that comes, the parable of the seeds being sown. When persecution comes, he is offended. So here it is now, you being approached or the heat is on you because you believe in the truth. But Yahushua said, I told you these things so you should not abandon your faith. Okay, so basically you can, how can I put it? Settle yourself or ground yourself. Okay? Like right now, this is ground. Like the Lord let us know that these things are going to come. You're going to be persecuted for the sake of his word. It says, they shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. So this happened to the prophets back then. As you clearly see, it's talking about the synagogues. But, this is going to happen again. Okay? That whosoever kills you will think that they do of God's service. And these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me. They would have, they would have known, like, hey, these are the men of the Lord. These are the oracles of the Most High. All right, these men were truly sent by the Heavenly Father and the Son. It says, but these things have I told you, that when a time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. And that's beautiful. Let's see what it's saying in NLT cross-reference. Yes, I'm telling you these things now, so that when they happen, you will remember my warning. Okay, it's simply put. Somebody tell you, oh, when you deal with this machine, this is going to break when you do this or do that. So when a part actually breaks, when it does that, you're able to accept it more, even though it may be a tragic situation. That's the point of being a seer, being a prophet. You're being told things before they take place. So mentally, you already accept it. Because remember, all things first begin in the spirit, meaning in the mind, and then they physically play out. When a person sees a vision of say an engineer or architect sees a vision of a building being made, he sees it first in his mind. Okay? And then he writes down the blueprint. Then he gets construction workers to build what it was. But that first began in his mind. So likewise, us seeing the persecution. That's why I had this video here, because I can see a situation like that happen. I can see how all this stuff lines up. It's just on point. He said you go by this name, you're a taxpayer, you pay your taxes. So that's what we are. We are upstanding citizens. We pay our taxes. We render unto Caesar's what Caesar's. But hey, when we get off that clock, definitely we go on the highways and byways, right? We going by those Hebrew names. We putting on Superman. Okay? So all these things make sense. So he tells us these things so when they happen, you're not offended. Okay? And you remember them, I told you of them back in verse 4. And these things I said unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. So let's go from there to Luke 21 and 12. It says, but before all these, so before the end actually takes place, before all hell breaks loose, at its highest point, at its hottest point, before the missiles drop, maybe possibly before the RFID chip is made mandatory. But before all these they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. Pursue us. They're going to pursue us. They're going to come after us. Delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. It says, but this will be your opportunity to tell them about me. Okay? Think about the brother Mayam and his situation. You know, this would be the time to speak. And this would be that airtime to declare Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in great boldness. So settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. It says, verse NLT, verse 14. So don't worry in advance about how to answer the charges against you. You know, because they're going to bring up charges, treason, whatever the case may be, terrors, whatever. Because here it is, you know, the elders, when the 9/11 incident took place, they ain't Arabic, they're Hebrew Israelites. How the hell they link and was persecuted and locked up for that incident? How? How does that even make sense? But that was discontinued, so to say. That case has to still be pending. And then look, they watching this and they see like, oh, they got more followers. This thing is growing big. So, you know, once again, this should confirm your faith, though. It should confirm your faith, because here it is. Because what they're about to do, all right, what they about to do to set us up, we didn't actually do it. All right, you might have camps, you know, agent camps out there that actually, you know, do the things that, you know, that they might blame on us, you know, niggas that was set up. But us, you know, I'm starting here, Deft and Great Millstone, and other affiliate camps who teach the doctrine as we do. We're not going to do the things that they're about to accuse us for. Okay? And we're just out preaching Bibles. So this should let you know when they come get you, like, yeah, everything got to be the truth. Because if what I'm doing was insignificant, the 2 or 3 views you get, you know, the most a brother get is probably 1,000 views, you know, just from what YouTube is showing. You know, we're not getting 10,000, 20,000 views. So a little guy on his little small YouTube channel with just a couple subscribers, they put in all this groundwork, this propaganda, and set up all these events just to persecute him. Well, what I'm saying got to be the truth. All right? It says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." Because you just look at all the accounts with Yahushai, when the wicked scribes and Pharisees would try to come up him and get him in his words, basically to set him up. Definitely when they tried to how can I use Roman law, basically to try to trap Yahushai up with the money. You know, whose penny is this, or whatever the case may be, you know, roughly paraphrasing. He said, whose face is on that penny? He was like, render unto Caesar for Caesar's, because if he would have basically told people to stop paying the taxes, it would have validated the Romans to basically persecute Yahushai, to get rid of him, to lay hands on him, because he's causing people to not pay their taxes to Caesar. So Yahushua had the wisdom, okay, to defeat the wicked scribes and Pharisees. So he's saying, I'm going to give you that same wisdom, okay? It says, and ye shall be betrayed both, and this is the point, and ye shall be, well, one of the points, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends. As scripture say, they of your household, those of your household shall be your enemies. It says, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So your family, they ain't going to take that heat for you. Your friends or whatever the case may be, they ain't going to take the heat for you. You being affiliated with him, they gonna separate you from their company. Because you're going to be affiliated with whatever terror or whatever the case they have set up. You're going to be affiliated with that. So they're going to want to separate themselves from you and even turn you in if they can. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. So for the sake of the gospel, okay, for what we're doing, for what we stand for what we believe, as you go into the word of persecuted, oppressed for an opinion or worship, a form of worship. It says, but there shall not an hair of your head perish, and your patience possess your soul. And you read that in verse 19 in NLT. By standing firm, you will win your souls. So standing firm, man. Okay? So that should make you want to stand firm that, hey, look, man. You see the apostles in the book of Acts, they rejoiced because they were being persecuted for the sake of the Lord, man. So, I mean, we're doing the right thing. If they come get me right now and lock me up for pushing a word, do you know how glorious and the confirmation that would give me? I might be one of those men. There's a very high chance I might be one of those men if I stand firm and don't abandon my faith. It's a very high chance. That puts you very close, all right, as far as the standards and what a man of who the elect is. Because I'm not out here, I didn't write this Bible and come up with these things to do or things to say. This is the Lord's work. The Lord said, eat the roll and go preach unto the children of Israel. So that's what I'm doing. You don't got a problem with me. You got a problem with my boss. I'm just doing what he asked me to do. That's the authority you have the problem with. I'm doing this by the authority of Yahweh Shai Shai. So that'd be beautiful, man. I actually do pray that I am approaching, that the Lord gives me the spirit to not be fearful. As it says right here, Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. I'm going to read that in NLT. The devil will throw some of you into prison to test you. Okay? You think, oh, my career and what my family, what my kids going to do, what my woman going to do. They depend on me or whatever the case may be. If I stop preaching the word and denounce my faith, I can go back out and take care of them. I'm just talking about my personal situation, that I got going on. My kids and my woman depend on me to provide for them. If I get locked up, who gonna provide for them? Of course, obviously the Lord is. I'm saying on a physical with a person that has no faith, who gonna provide for them? Well, I'm gonna just straight up tell her like, hey, I told you, what I was involved in. I told you that one day this will come, and now here it is, And I just hope that the Lord just guide them and protect them, while Esau is dealing with me, and your name, your face being on the news, Let's say Esau do persecute you and your face on the news or whatever the case may be. You go to your job, and everybody at your job looking at you all funny and shit. And your boss pulling you to the office and asking and saying that he saw you on television for this or that, and saying, we can't have you working here no more. All those things are the realities, the imminent realities that's about to come. Real life scenarios that's about to take place if you calling yourself a man of the Lord. Okay. It says, to cast you into the prison to test you, you will suffer for 10 days. And it's talking about a period of time. But if you remain faithful even when facing death, because, definitely, going to the terms of summary execution and all these things, and, let's say event that they do and blame on us, it kills people. You could be facing the death penalty. It says, I will give you the crown of life. Okay? You're going to be in the kingdom, man. The first resurrection, because of verse 11 says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Okay? The first resurrection, being beamed up into the ships. And if you die, you're going to be risen first. And you're not going to get hit by the missiles, man. The unimaginable. Which that's going to lead me into my next lesson I'm going to do after I get done with this one. All right? But that's pretty much it. Lord's willing, this is edifying. I'm going to leave it there. The persecution should confirm your faith. Okay? So I'm giving all praise to Yahweh Shai and Shalom to the elect.